Hello ladies, the mini is out and I'm really excited. This one's going to run from the beginning of May to the end of August. So we're going to have it available to us for 4 months. But what I'm really excited about and what I'm going to be showing you how to do or how to work with today is the Presto paper. So this is what the mini looks like. Some of you already received it in the mail from me. And if you haven't and would like to see one, give me a shout. But it's also online and I can give you that information. So one of the new things they have, oh that's one of the stamp sets, but what I'm going for is this Presto paper. Now down here we have 6 different designs of Presto paper, and it's white with a bit of gloss on different areas of that, and that's what we're going to make pop. And they have an example here in the book right here. But I'm going to show you that my project that I worked on and that I completed, and then I'm going to show you how to make it. Just one moment. So when I was little, my mom had a lot of pictures taken of me at the photographers, and they entered in contests and all kinds of fun stuff. But now it's taken me a lot of years, but I finally got the photos from my mom, and I've done some decorating. And this is the Presto paper. And as you can see with this paper here, we have this beautiful design. So this is the design that I'm going to show you in a minute, what it looks like without the coloring. But this is just to give you an example of what you can do with this paper. My plan is for my parents, is I'm going to do their anniversary. They have their 50th wedding anniversary coming up in a year and a half. So I thought it's time to start working on it now. So I'm going to work on a page like this for them and have pictures of when they were married. Well, then I'm going to have another page next to it of all the list of all the great events that have happened in their life, or not so great events. We'll just take a look and see what happens with it as I do it. So I'm going to show you how to color this paper right now, but I'm going to show you what this paper here looked like when it was blank. A close-up at one of the corners of this page. Oh yes, and I picked the one that's actually empty. So we're just going to give it a turn here. And as you can see that shiny part there, and that's what we're going to actually color in. And I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. First off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a little slip of paper, which is this one here, and I don't know if you'll be able to see the writing on it or not, but we're going to have that reveal itself just with ink. And I like to do direct ink to paper. So I'm just going to grab my pretty ink paper, and I'm just going to put a scratch piece of paper down underneath it. Make sure that you can see it there. Then I'm just going to take my ink pad. Let's just zoom this out just a bit, just a little bit close. And then I'm going to take my ink pad and I'm just going to start coloring on the paper. And you can see that the words are starting to reveal themselves. So I find this is probably like the easiest way to color the paper is just ink pad direct to your paper. And I like to go in just little circles and try to fill in all the little spots there. And you can make it as thick as you want or dark as you want. And so now I'm just going to drag it back. It's some color where I really want it. And there we go. So that gives you a better picture of what it actually looks like. Now one of the other designs of paper that's in the package as well with a Presto paper is this here beautiful flower one. And we actually have a large background stamp that goes with this, and that's what I've stamped over here on this. Now what I'm going to be showing you in this video is actually using this paper and coloring it in to make a great project. And my next video is actually going to have this little pocket here. I'm just going to move this down, and all you do is you pull it out, and this pocket gives you extra room for putting texture on or texting on your page. So you can have your picture here, your texting above that you can pull and put back in. So that'll be my next video that I'm going to show you. So let's get back to this video right now. Colors that are retiring this year, we have some fabulous great colors that are coming out. But one color that I'm hanging on to is my Mellow Moss. I just love it. I love how it goes with the Always Artichoke. So if you don't have it and want to get it, you'll need to do that. I would suggest before the end of May. You just don't want to have a chance of running out or whatever. So I'm just going to take, again, my ink pad, and I'm going to take it directly to my paper, and I'm going to go in circles. Now your ink will lighten up a little bit, and then you can see darker than others, but that's not a big deal. Now you are going to get some blotching and stuff like that when you're going for bigger stuff like this. So then what I did is I actually took my sponge dauber, which just sort of fits on your finger like this, and I just rub it in my ink, pick up some ink, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to swirl it in between. And what that actually does is it gives me a nicer, lighter tone of the ink, and it also just gives you that cool look to the paper because you've got the lighter and the darker. And it's going to take me a little bit to get this all colored in. Now you could do your whole piece of paper this way if you wanted to, but quite frankly it would take you a long time. And so I do the ink pad directly to the paper first, and then I come back and color it in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish coloring this in, and then we'll get on to our next stage. Page done. I've just left it as a close-up view here because if you take a look at it, it sort of gives you that marble effect. That beauty, you know, everybody loves to have marble in the kitchen counters. Sort of gives you that look to the paper, as well as I love vintage. And to me, this is very vintage looking. I'm just going to back this up so you can see the whole piece of paper. There it is. And it's just gorgeous. I absolutely love this paper. I think it's stunning. And I think you can do a lot of those really, if you've got old-fashioned pictures or even you want to do a wedding page for somebody, this is really beautiful done that way. And by the end of the videotape, what I'm going to have done is found the pictures, mounted them on here, and added some detail to it as well, just for those special things. And then I'll have one page done for my parents' anniversary ahead of time, mind you. What I'm going to do now is I want to get a bit more definition in here, and I want it to pop a bit more. So what I'm going to do is bring the camera in closer, and I'm going to take Always Artichoke ink to this and make it a little bit darker and give it some more accent and make it pop the way that I want it to pop. So I'm just going to bring this in. Let's get this paper moved where you guys are going to be able to see it really well. And I'm just going to turn it sideways here for myself to work on. So I'm going to get Always Artichoke paper ink, and that's the pink ink here, so I'll just put that down there so I can get it. And I'm just going to drag, see how it's adding some definition right away to where those flowers are? And I'm just going to drag it around, following the edge of the flowers. And it's just going to make it pop that much more, and it'll give it that much more vintage look to it. And like I said, I love the vintage look. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and finish all of this and then show you what it looks like when that part of it is complete. Picture's matted, and now I'm ready to put my page together. So I've matted this photo, and this is my parents for my parents' 50th wedding anniversary. And so I've taken pictures of theirs, and Mom said that she likes burgundy and dusty rose. And so I took real rose and regal rose for my backgrounds. And I put a really, really fine border because I just want a hint of it. And I've mounted mine with dimensionals, and I've put lots of them on there. Now this is going to go into a shadow box, and I like mounting mine on dimensionals because you will get that shadow effect where your photos are. So this photo is going to go right here down the corner. If my head gets in the way, oh well, I need to get this right in the perfect spot. And there it goes. Now I've got my next photo ready, which is a picture of my mom and dad together, and I'm just going to stick this up here in this corner. Now, for those of you that don't know how the best way to get your dimensionals off the back, because I've left one on here, is you just take your fingernail, poke it into it, it lifts up the edges, and you're able to pull off your dimensional really easy. So then this is a picture of my mom and dad leaving the church, and I am just going to place this one right about there. Now what I also did up is this cute little label here that says Together Forever, and of course they have been. It's 50 years, so I'm really proud of them, and my parents are fabulous. So this I'm just going to mount, and I put glue dots on the back of it, and because I curved it a bit and I want it to stick up. And let's see, let's go right there with it. Make sure it's kind of straight. Now I wanted to show you a trick. I hung onto a piece of paper. For these cute little corners here, all I do is I take a square punch, and I take it into the edges, and everybody goes, "Ooh, that's so easy," because if you're trying it with scissors, it doesn't get quite right. And there you go. There's your great little tag edge on the end there. Okay, so now I've got all that done, and what I've done is I've taken one of the pretties, and here's the burgundy ribbon that my mom really likes. I put a glue dot on the back of that, and I put a glue dot on the back of one of the pearls. Now also what I did is their color's 50th is gold, so I took some gold ink and a gold embossing powder, and I did some gold on my ribbon. And I'm just going to put it down there. Get my ribbon stuck down. Well, that's not wanting to stay in place. Okay, so I'm going to have to play with that. I just guess I don't have it high enough. I'll do that. And then what I did is I went and die cut and embossed 2 letters for their 50th wedding anniversary. And they're going to love it. I just know it. And I'm really, really happy with this page. And like I said, I love this Presto paper. If you want to do something special for somebody for their wedding or anniversary, this is a page that they will absolutely love. So go and get yourself some of the Presto paper. It's fabulous stuff. I love it. Check out my blog, stampinwithsandy.com. I'll have some more details on there about the Presto paper and how you can order it or how you can attend one of my classes. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you learned a lot. Thank you. Bye-bye.